I'll return to the US President's comments in a minute, but first, our top story tonight. Khurram Bhatt was on national TV on Channel 4 last year, unfurling a sort of ISIS-style flag. Do you feel let down by the security services?
Well, look, I mean, the police and security services are still engaged in the investigation, and I'm sure they'll be asking questions about this, and we'll find out what happened. What I will say is this, that actually, if we're going to defeat terrorism, if we're going to stop further attacks happening, all of us, the police, the security services, the emergency services, the public, has to work together to provide them with the intelligence they need. But of course, they need to act on that intelligence and make sure people who are thinking about committing acts of terror, people who are violent extremists, are dealt with by the law.
And you're saying that the police aren't getting the resources that they need. Is the logical consequence of that London isn't as safe as it should be?
I've been saying now for the last 13 months, ever since I first became the mayor, that we simply don't have the resources we need to provide the best police service we can. The police work their socks off. We saw that on Saturday night. But over the last 7 years, it is a fact that the Met Police has lost £600 million from our budget. And it's also a fact that that means thousands of police staff have been lost, police stations have closed down, police buildings sold off. But the Tory party have plans to make a further £400 million cuts over the next 3-4 years. On top of that, to change the police funding formula, which could mean us losing up to £700 million. That's £1.7 billion since 2010.
Okay,
and
I mean,
it's not rocket science. If there's less and less money, it means we can do less and less.
So, I mean, I should say Theresa May says that since 2015, the police have been protected, the police budget. But are you saying then that she is personally responsible for London being less safe now than it was a few years back?
No, no. London is the safest global city in the world. London is a safe city. The threat level across the country has been severe for a while now. But the police work incredibly hard with the emergency services and others to keep our city safe. But it's also true when I speak to experts that one of the things the intelligence services rely upon is information from the community. And the best way to give the public confidence to provide information to the police is to have more police officers in the community to restore neighbourhood policing. And that's why I've been arguing over the last 12 months for us to not have any further cuts from the Met Police budget, but actually for us to have additional resources, because as a capital city, our needs are far greater than other parts of the country.
But you say London is the safest city in the world, but you're also saying that the cuts are having a devastating effect. I mean, both of those things can't be true, can they?
Well, we're the safest global city in the world, but there comes a point where the only thing you can cut is the bone. There's nothing more you can cut. Our strategic target of 32,000 officers is there, but we need help from the government, no more cuts, to make sure we can provide the right number of officers that we need. When I first became the mayor, I approved 600 additional armed officers because I accepted that we need to have more armed officers to keep our city safe. But the reality is we can't take any more. The government's plans to cut a further £400 million is not sustainable. If the government changes the police funding formula and cuts a further £700 million, it's not sustainable. And the obvious things we can cut now is police officers.
You've obviously, you're putting Theresa May under severe pressure on that. You've come under quite some pressure from the US President. What do you think that he's got against you?
Well, look, I mean, since Saturday, I've been working with the police, with the emergency services, with the government and others to deal with the horrific attack on Saturday. I just haven't got the time to respond to tweets from Donald Trump.
Would you like the state visit to be called off?
Well, my position remains the same. You know, I don't think we should be rolling out the red carpet to the President of the USA in the circumstances where his policies go against everything we stand for. I think one of the things when you have a special relationship, it's no different to when you've got a close mate. You stand with them in times of adversity, but you call them out when they're wrong. And there are many things about which Donald Trump is wrong.